Hope you guys are having a good day today. I thought I would do something a little different, a little behind the scenes, taking a look at how I make some of my videos. Now, this is one of the shorts that I started doing recently. I call it 20-second gallery. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking pictures that I took on individual cameras or groupings or something like that, and I'm making a short to be put on like YouTube, TikTok, all that kind of stuff. And basically it covers like 5 pictures, and it makes like a 20-second gallery with music behind it and stuff like that. And I want to show you guys a little bit on how that's done today. So I'm going to move us over to the screen now. All right, so here we are on the screen. So basically there is some pre-work that has to be done, so keep in mind that. So over here on the end, I do have my outro video that I did on my own, so I made this ahead of time with the background that moves and the information that I want up on the screen. So that's my outro video. It's 5 seconds, so that's all that is. So we have an intro thing here where it starts out with this section right here, and that simply is a video that I took against a blue screen that I cut out each time, and each one of those I held up a camera that I used. So if it was my interchangeable lens camera, I'm holding that up, and then I cut the background out, and that's what I kind of created here. So this video is with my Insta360 X5. So as you see, as we roll along the clip here, basically you're going to see me hold up the Insta360 X5, and I have the little remote in my right hand, and I click it, and then we go on into the pictures. So this is where some of the setup begins. So at the beginning here, I have an audio track down here, and one of the things I've done is I've marked beat markers, so when I'm editing, I know that I can mark on the beat. And with CapCut is one of the things you can do. So if you go up to here and it's auto beat marker, and auto beat marker lets you do 1 beat or 2 beats. So basically 1 beat is spread them out a little bit. It's every 4 beats, and then this one here is every other one, the 2 beats, and the one that I like to work on. So I have my intro here. So this track is me with the camera and cutout background, and I made this one is just a background, and then the first 2 on this can't come in. They're one that says the camera that I'm using and the fact that it's the 20-second gallery. So if you see that roll in, you're going to see 20-second gallery and Insta360 X5. And if it was one of the other cameras, it would say that there. So all I did was on these is that I went up to here in the video section here and did animation. As soon as that comes up, it's a little slow on this thing right here while I have everything running at the same time. And I picked this one right here that brings this in. So it brings both of them in with the same effect at the same time, the same speed. So as if we let this come across here, you'll see them come in. Both of them come in that way. I'm holding up the camera. I go there. I click the shutter button, and then we're into the first picture. The first picture also uses 2 pieces of text, and both of those also I put in the animation. I put that same animation right there coming across there, as you can see how that kind of works. And I put top and bottom, and that basically is just giving my name and where you can find the photos on my website. So if you want to see all the photos I take with the different cameras, you can go to my website, immj.com/photo, and I have photos there of all those. So all I do is I pick 5 photos from whatever I'm doing that day, and I put them in. And the key is that I'm going to put them on downbeats. So they cut on the downbeat, and we have a transition here that is going to transition a burn across there, and it's one of my favorite transitions. I have it saved up here in my favorites. It is a glare 2. So as we go across there, you're going to see this come across, and then it does the glare into the first picture. It goes a few beats. Then we switch pictures with a simple cut. We go the same amount of beats. We go to the next one. We do the flare, beat, flare, and then into the ending where we end the text here and go on into our ending. And this kind of looks like this as we go across. Again, the whole thing is like 20-some seconds long. It's supposed to be a 20-second gallery, a quick clip, and that's all it is. And this is what it kind of looks like. So as you see, the titles come up there. I do the thing across there. It clips in. You get your beats coming in and transition. Now this is transition with the flare across, cut across, no transition. Transition with the cut across. Then we go on into the ending right here as we end, and then we get my information up on the screen. And that's all you kind of have to do to make some sort of little quick video. I didn't do a lot there. I did some pre-work to it. Like I said, I did pre-work where I'm holding all the cameras, and I get to put those in. So if I'm using one where I'm showing pictures with my phone, I have my phone one, and I'll edit that in there. Pick 5 pictures, throw them in. I have the music that's going to be the same every time. I do that, and then I go on into the ending. And again, this is just a simple thing that each week I pick 5 pictures, choose the beginning whether it's going to be which camera that those were taken from, or if it's just the fact that maybe I'm doing a theme on sunset photos or something like that. So those all can be put in there. And that's basically all you have to do to make a short little video like this. It doesn't take a lot of work, a little pre-done, but again, a lot of that's just done. So now for the next, how many ever, I'm just going to once a week put out the 20-second gallery with whatever I do. because that's all I really have to do is just pick 5 photos, pick which camera they were taken, or the intro stating what that is, at the beginning. So if we go back here and we look what it was taken in, so basically that center point where it says Insta360x5, that can say anything. So if it was landscape photos, I can say 20-second gallery, my landscape photos, and I can do that. And that's pretty much all there is. And I hope that this helps you guys. Like I said, I like using CapCut. You can do this probably with anything, because I'm guessing, it's only 4 channels here, 2 channels of video, 1 audio, and 2 text. And that's pretty much all I'm doing with that. And one of the videos is just a steady background. There's really nothing to it on that one. So again, that is my thing for this week, and I hope you guys like that. If you have any questions on how this is done or any of the other videos I've done, feel free to ask. As always, take care and God bless. This video is sponsored by immj. For all my print-on-demand creations like t-shirts, mugs, posters, original photos, my book, The Creative Virus, or what gear I use, visit the shops on immj.com or my Amazon, eBay, or Etsy stores.